Hello, everyone.
You should be good to go.
This is Gaming Solo. Today we're going to go find some Tundra Copian, maybe finish Wicklow or start Wicklow. I've not done Wicklow for a very, very long time. Um, but while we do this, we're going to talk about some stuff that's upcoming. So last week, big Benoit
Thank you for
interview,
visiting.
and in that we learned that they are targeting to have 4.7 contain the inventory rework and crafting. Well, crafting tier 0, right? The most basic crafting we're going to get. So let's talk about that a little bit. Crafting tier 0 is interesting. I don't know how I feel about the crafting situation. I only say that because I played Star Wars Galaxies way back in the day, so I definitely understand this concept. But they're gonna have it set up where hmm, let me jump up here. I want to find the OMs. Um, there's different values and stuff to everything, and my real problem with it comes with the concept that in this game we have refining, and refining is a process. And I've spoken about this in videos before, but I mentioned I'd highlight it a little more as we got closer to this and we saw what they're going to do, and now we know what they're going to do because we've already had that crafting demo. But I am of the opinion that we should be a little more realistic with it in this game because everything else is trying so hard to be realistic, right? And when I hear refining, I think of what we do in the real world, which is we take ore, we superheat it to the point that we can get out of it the material we need. So, like gold, for instance, gold doesn't just come in big lumps, right? It's mixed in with other rock, and you have to purify it through fire. You have to burn out all the impurities and get the gold separated from any other raw materials that it was with. So, that being said, I think I'm going to go right there. So, that being said, I feel like we should be able to do that, right? So, we get like garbage when we mine right now in this game anyway. So why don't we get the raw ore and refine it down to what we need for craft? They're going with a different thing that's going to have your armor and weapons have a level of like a level of this is more effective for some reason than this, and it just doesn't. God, it doesn't make sense. I could see if they use something where like, all right, we're going to have iron here, and you make the gun with the iron or the barrel with the iron, but this is impure iron, so maybe it breaks down faster or something like that. But having direct stats on the weapons when we don't have stats in the game, right? So this is kind of a weird FPS MMO hybrid type thing where you're not leveling up, you're not getting more stats of any type, and now we're going to introduce arbitrary stats into the items. It just doesn't, I don't know, there's just something weird about it. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not saying that I'm not going to enjoy the game or the crafting or anything like that. I'm just saying my preference would have been something a little more akin to real world, right? So we go out, we mine a bunch of material, raw material, and then when we refine it, we separate it out into the actual materials that we want to craft with, and then we have blueprints for this armor. We craft that armor. And then if we want armor that has higher heat resistance, then we have to craft a special armor that uses special materials that might be harder to find or come in smaller quantities when mining or something like that. And we go out and harvest for those, and we separate those out from whatever they're mixed with. That's just, to me, that would be more enjoyable. I don't like RNG stuff anymore. I used to enjoy RNG, right? Like back in the old early MMO days, like Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars Galaxies was very much an RNG thing, and it was like a min-max game. And one of the things that kind of drew me to this game was it was supposed to be skill based, right? There is no RNG here. I mean, obviously there's a little RNG, right? The stuff spawns, and what you're looking for is not going to spawn automatically, right? You got to go looking for materials or looking for what you're looking for. Like here, where we're looking for these copiums, which is taking forever. I'm just literally flying as fast as possible down towards planet surface, but that's fine. That's fine. Good little backdrop to our talk, right? Maybe we'll do a little bit of this to give you some motion sickness while we do this, but um, it will be an atmosphere here in a moment, I do believe. Um, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about this implementation in this setting. If it was in the right setting, okay, fine. But so many games for so long have kind of steered away from that mentality, and you if you have the iron or you have the gold or you have the mithril or whatever type of material you want, that you just use it and it takes this much of it to craft what you do. I've been playing some Guild Wars 2 lately, getting back into that game, trying to build out some characters, and it's a long-standing game, and I thought, hey, probably worth another look. Um, I've played it a lot in the past. I've played through the main story on a couple characters, but I've not done expansions and things. I just wanted to get out there and see why it's still one of the top MMOs after 14 years. And even in that game, if you craft something, you've got a recipe for it, and it's not like, oh, well, you have lower value of this, so the end result is going to be a lesser product, right? It won't let you craft it if you don't have that material correctly. And it's like that in real life, right? Like we're dealing with spaceships here. Let's just take spaceships for example. We're dealing with spaceships. Spaceships are going to take or should, I don't know what they're going to take. We have no idea what they're going to do for spaceship crafting yet. But if you're going to build a ship, right? If I'm going to get a blueprint from Crusader and they're going to authorize me and my manufacturing plant to produce the Intrepid. When I build an Intrepid, there's going to be specs that I need to follow, and there's going to be materials needed to craft said Intrepid. And those materials should be universal. It's a spaceship. If I use lesser materials in the Intrepid to craft it, the thing should break apart when I'm trying to leave atmosphere. It should have a lot of problems. And maybe they're going to implement something like that. That's fine. But then why what's the point of refining and having all those systems in there when refining should be, again, burning away impurities, getting the pure material that you're looking for, and having a lesser quantity than what you mined, right? If you mine a bunch of copper, it's going to be mixed with a bunch of other stuff, and you got to get the copper separated. So if you bring in 10 tons of copper ore um, and you go in and you refine that, you're going to end up having a lot less than 10 tons when you're done of actual pure copper. And copper isn't like, oh, this is high quality copper. No, it's, hey, this is pure copper and it's this thickness. So this thickness of copper can do this, right? Like when you craft it out, right? Like it's not like the copper is like, oh, this is poor quality copper. Copper is copper, right? Gold is gold. All these materials that we craft major stuff with, it is what it is. And there's not like this is a higher quality. This is a higher quality um quantanium. No, we refine the quantanium so that we can jump into quantum, right? The fuel, and that fuel is either as pure as it needs to be to work, or it's not. And the way engines are designed, it's not like you get pure um, material, right? Like gasoline engines, you don't just get pure gasoline and it magically does better. I mean, people have done tests on that, and it's if your vehicle takes regular unleaded and you put premium unleaded in it, you're not getting better gas mileage. It's in your head. If you say you do, it's in your head. It's been pretty well tested. So I just, I got some problems with that aspect of things. I really, really wish they would have kept it a little more realistic from that perspective. But I am excited to kind of get into the crafting thing because I love in this game exploring. Oh, I don't do a lot of exploring in a lot of games that I play because it's just, like oh, let's explore in Guild Wars 2. What is that? I can explore Guild Wars 2 by watching YouTube videos of people doing it themselves, right? Because there's just things to see, and then once you've seen it, you've seen it. A game like this, where it's this big, vast universe with all kinds of stuff, and nobody has explored every inch of this, right? So in this kind of situation, let's throw on my shields. In this situation, I want to explore because there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff out here that no one else has seen. As far as crafting goes, I'm gonna want to. Oh, what's this? Golden Medmon. What is that? Oh, that's one of the items that are in there. Quasi grazers. But there's going to be so much potential to explore and get materials that people want to craft with. Even if I don't craft, I am going to. Oh, look, there's the tundra copians that I've been looking for forever. Um, but even like if I have buddies that want to craft or whatever, we can get. I can help get the materials for all of that. Let me get a little closer. I have my graphics toned down a little bit because I was playing with a lot of people. So if it looks a little weird, that's why. All right, let's go shoot some copians. Um, yeah, I want to go explore and find those materials, mark those materials on my map, right, and report that back to friends that need them, or get them myself if I have something to mine them with on me. This whole, I'm gonna go down. Am I still bound? I'm not bound to this. Let me bind to this just in case. Um, that's the kind of stuff that I want to be able to do in this game. And so crafting is going to be fun because even if I don't want to do it, other people are going to want to do it, and they're going to want to have help, and they're going to want people to find the stuff for them, all that stuff, right? There's all kinds of gameplay that goes along with that. Oh, I'm lagging. How many shots does it? Okay. How many shots does this take? And why am I lagging so bad? Well, these things don't just kill over and die, do they? So yeah, I do want it to be a cool system. I want to help find and mine those materials and make the stuff you can make with it. Like I want to be able to do that kind of stuff too, right? I want to make armor. I don't want to get the materials for it, honestly, but I want to make armor. And make different color variants of armor, right? Like I got this armor that I like wearing, the Atslin, and if I could customize color and stuff, I would love to do that. Oh, gig is up. They're coming at me. Oh, that one's real close. Die. So yeah, is that one alive? No. So it's definitely a system that I want to see in the game and I want to succeed. Um, for sure. Give me that horn. But I don't agree with the implementation of it, right? The Star Wars Galaxy style, you know, here's your material and its, value or whatever. I used to build lightsabers. I had a Jedi character. Oh, I gotta min max the materials and all the food and all that junk, right? To be able to craft the best lightsaber. I hear one. Why do I hear a copian? I don't see it, but I definitely hear it. Oh, I guess I'll have to watch for that. There's definitely another live one somewhere around here. Is this an audio bug? Am I hearing the noises of the dead ones as if they were still alive? I think so. Well, there's your bug, CIG. Can we get that fixed? Because that kind of freaked me out. I thought I was about to get annihilated by some copian that I missed. Ooh. Anywho, yeah. I really wish they would go a different direction on that, but we'll see. We'll let them do their thing, and it's not too late for them to change course on that. Um, Maybe they'll do it. I don't know. They're not going to do it just for me though. It'll be community feedback, right? And so, hey, if you agree with me, let's blow this video up, right? Let's get a lot of people seeing this and talking about it. Because I honestly think it'd be a better system overall. I really think the system would be better if it was a little more real to life, since that's what we're trying to do with this game anyway, right? Make it sim side. And I don't want to make something sim side to make it sim side, right? Like I want things to make sense and all that, and I want it to be fun. But I feel like what I'm describing would be fun. All right, I'm gonna litter while we're here because I'm low on. Um, did I take off my helmet? Yes. My armor looks kind of jacked up, doesn't it? It doesn't look very clean, and maybe that's the graphics settings. I'm about to crank them up. I'm about to crank them back up. We're gonna crank them back up before the end of this video. I just want to see how different that is. What I'm looking at out here. Oh, actually, it's not. It's just the snow that I was outside in the tundra. And we're littering, and it's just gonna roll off my ramp. I'm gonna drink the other one too, because I still got a little ways to go to be full. I don't want the trash on my ship. I want it out there. So yeah, I really wish that they would do something like that. Um, the other thing I do want to talk about is the other thing that's coming in this update, and that is the inventory rework. So as you can see, I was just using the inventory to get to this drink. Come on, roll down for me. There you go. Inventory right now. This is it, right? And if you're looting, it's over here, and you're dragging it across. And in order to equip your mags, you can double click them, but if you want them in specific spots or whatever, right, you got to drag them over. I've seen the leaks of the new inventory. The heck is that? Why is that on me? Whatever. I've seen the leaks of the new inventory, and it is definitely a step up. Now, I've not used it, so I don't know. Um, yeah, this is crazy. This is a 4060 that I have in here, and it is not liking. This is all high. This is interesting. Order caustics, simulation, shader quality, post effects. Let's crank up the post effects. Maybe that's my problem. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. That just didn't wasn't super impressive out there, right? The graphics. Um, but it's definitely an improvement. But it's one of those things that we'll have to see. Benoit did talk about the performance of the inventory screen, and that is something that I do look forward to seeing the improvements of because, like, it's pretty snappy right here because I don't have a lot, right? There's not a lot going on right here. However, when you're at your hangar, for instance, your home hangar, where all your stuff is, so every single patch that comes through and you reset your home location, all your crap goes to this new spot, and it's all in one place. And you open your inventory to get your stuff out to start the patch, and it just sits there and spins, or you don't see anything. You might start out with nothing, or it looks like there's nothing, because you're waiting for all those 3D models to spin up. Now, I get, like, if they were to do 2D models for every item in the game that you can have in your inventory, it's going to greatly increase the size of the game overall, which we don't want to do. We want that to start getting a little more under control, because right now we're about the size of, what's it called? We're about the size of Warzone, right? Call of Duty Warzone, which is what freaked everybody out, was the size of that game. Well, we're in a similar boat. So we don't want to increase that. What we do, want our inventory to open a lot smoother. And so I think, here, let's take fields off so I can go a little faster. Um, Gosh, it's such a thick atmosphere here. So I do think, that we need to keep what we have going on, but make it more efficient, which seems to be what they're talking about doing. So I'm on board with that. As long as it's snappier, there's less load time. And then when you open, sometimes when you open another inventory, right, like a crate on the ground or something, it takes forever. Forever. It drives me nuts. Like, just open. Just open. Let me see what's in there. It feels like Arc Raiders. Like opening something in Star Citizen feels like Arc Raiders, but instead of you seeing each item as it goes, you're seeing um you're seeing all the items at once at the end of the full load time of a container. And so, yeah, it's a good change that they're talking about doing there, um, making it snappier. And so I can't wait to see it in person, when it comes out to the rest of us. Ooh, what do we got down here? Are those quasi grazer? Yeah, quasi grazers. Oh, is that what is that? Copians. Perfect. Hello, doggy doggies. Okay, so we're gonna. Oh, and it's raining. That's fun. I'll hit that tree, huh? I just want to make sure I can see them where I land. Whoa, that was weird. Has anybody else seen those weird lines that happen sometimes, especially in or third person view when you're flying around? Very strange stuff. All right. So yeah, that's my thoughts on crafting an inventory. It is definitely, yeah, no, I want ramp. I'm used to going down the lift, but I want the ramp in case I need to close it, in case they kind of rush me here. What am I doing? What am I doing? There's the, oh no, that was the stairs. Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. I swear I know how the ship is laid out. I promise. So that's my thoughts on that. I do want to do some honorable mentions here at the end of our video. Lights back on, please. And that is surrounding. Um, oh, I was on. Okay, there we go. I'm okay with that. There they are. Hey, doggy, doggy, doggy. Oh yeah, they're coming. They will kill you very quickly. Now I can't see them. Let's see if we can track them to right here. I am not on very even ground, am I? Is it the wind? Is the wind blowing me this much? Wow, this is crazy. I can't even hit them. I mean, maybe I was just misaiming. I don't know. Oh, no. That was a bounce. Okay, I am able to hit them. That was a headshot. Oh my gosh. Let me go back up. I'm going to fix this. This is. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what the heck's going on here. So honorable mentions of things that are coming. Ironclad, May, wheat. Um, I am excited because I have a caterpillar as a loaner for that, and I'm not really a big caterpillar. I mean, it's a really cool ship, but as far as like practical use, I'm not a big fan of caterpillar. I can't do 32 SCU boxes in that thing, and wait, should I just kill them from here? Let's just kill them from here, actually. Then go get their horns. Um, I'm not a fan of the layout. I mean, it's a really cool ship. Don't get me wrong, and I have it like I had it as the Caterpillar in the past. But that's just because I really liked. I'm gonna have to. Um, that was just because like that was in anticipation of like modules, right? Like I thought the concept of the modules was going to be really cool, and it's becoming more and more clear that they might just skip that for the Caterpillar, even though they sold it as that. What's really interesting about CIG's whole shtick here with the ships and their ability to go back on things that they say they're going to do is like they can always just claim, well, you can refund it to store credit and get something else, and they're absolutely right, you can, but it still stinks when you drop some money on something, real money. You don't get the real money back unless you get it back, pretty quick after, right? Usually it's a store credit type thing, so then you still have to spend the money. Like you don't get it back in your bank account. It's still CIG's money, you know? They're just saying they're willing to give you something else instead. So They use that as the scapegoat, right? So I think the caterpillar's ever gonna have modules? Maybe. We'll see. Wow, these things are a pain in the butt to shoot. All right, I'm just gonna land and kill the rat. There's only a couple left. Um, but yeah, it's totally a it totally stinks that they could just take an entire feature out, right? The Apollo, the Apollo, they basically have said they're not going to do the um the drones. Now, some of you apologists will come into my comments and probably say, well, no, they said that, at the time, at such a time that they do it, blah, blah, blah. They said if it fits, when they do figure out how they're going to implement them, then they might go back. They left a spot that they could leverage for it. And I bet you that spot, if you saw my video, I bet you the spot they left is all the wasted space and crap that they had in the cargo areas. I bet you 100% they said, there's a bunch of extra space here. If we do decide to do that, this is where we'll do it. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Which is agitating, but um, because that's completely unnecessary to have unused space on a ship they just launched for freaking that ship's like $260. Um, there should be no wasted space in that ship, but I digress. Um, God, they're just running around and glitching out all over the flipping place. I do not like just sitting here wasting all my ammo. They're not even reacting to me. Oh, there they go. Now they're reacting to me. Oh, God. Will they not come up in the ship? Oh, he's stuck right there. Oh, poor guy. I'm about to kill him. He couldn't even fight back. Oh, look, there's one right there. This is hilarious. Please fix your animal AI. One of the things I want to do in this game is like hunting, like killing all these crazy alien creatures. All right. Oh, let's get the things. Let's get the things. Take all the horns. We want all the horns. So yeah, anyway, I got off on a tangent there. Caterpillar. Caterpillar is the stand-in for the Ironclad, and I'm ready for the Ironclad. It's gonna be cool to haul around vehicles. Just making sure there's not actually a Copian somewhere around here. Haul around vehicles and tons of cargo. Moves things around. It's going to be a real good workhorse for future needs as the game gets closer to 1.0. So I'm excited for it. They just released what do they call it? The Moth. That's the dumbest name. They definitely fell flat on that name. It's a terrible name. Terrible name. I saw that name and I said, really? That's what they came up with? That's all they could come up with for this? Call it the Moth? So I don't know who's naming things at CIG, but they need some help. They definitely need some help. It just doesn't make sense. It don't look like a moth. Um, like the hawk probably looks more like a moth or an insect or something, or a wasp or a hornet. They call the hornets a hornet, but then they have a ship like the dang the hawk out there. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, so I've gotten some Copian horns. I'm not going to finish this mission because I just want to turn in these Copian horns. But that's my thoughts on the crafting system and the inventory system coming and the other stuff that's coming here very, very soon. If you're watching this during the live event is live. or live event, not the live event. I'm sorry, live event's been live. During the Valentine's event, the Valentine's event is live. You do get some things if you use somebody's code and you join the game. It is a free fly right now, so you can try it out for free. So if you're stumbling upon this video and you want to try Star Citizen out, consider using my referral link. If you decide to get the game, you'll get some extra cash, in-game cash, in-game cash. You're not getting real cash, in-game cash, and that's if you decide to purchase, you know, a game package. And if you do during the Coromore event, you will get, as someone using the referral code, some armor, which is cool. So you'll get free armor. That way you're forever not going to be without armor because they've already made it clear if you own it in your hangar, it's not going anywhere. So you have no fear of losing that armor in the long term, which is a point of contention for some people, right? But yeah, so if that is something you're interested in, go ahead. There'll be a link in the description of the video. Also, the code, if you're on the page, you're creating your account, you didn't use the link, but you are in a spot that it asks for a code. I'll have my code down there as well. Would appreciate it.
Here we go. Got a spot all for you.
And yeah, that's pretty much everything here. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe. Um, Go ahead and thumbs up the video. It helps me out on the algorithm. And stay tuned for more solo gaming videos. Sometimes I am going live, sometimes doing some streaming. I do Fortnite with my kids. I've been doing some Arc Raiders, which is a lot of fun. And I'll be doing a little more of that mixed stuff in the future too, of other games. Maybe do some Guild War 2 videos. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm knowledgeable enough on that yet to do anything like that. But
That should complete.
definitely will
We can take care of
continue
your vehicle from here.
the
Engines.
Star Citizen stuff. So anyway, that is the video for this week. I'll catch you guys later.